Diigo is a tool to help with internet reading and research and organization. As you browse the web, digital highlights and sticky notes, as well as bookmarks, will be there for you to return to and view at a later time. As you can see from our screen, I have a Diigo toolbar. You can just Google Diigo and download a toolbar, and it is not a charge to download the Diigo toolbar. If you want to have more features, you can go premium, but I just have the regular Diigo and I'm very happy with it. As you see under the Diigo emblem, there's several options. I have a library, I have outliners, I have my groups, and I have definitely different bookmarks. Under my library, I have several different pages that I've saved to look at later and to share with different people. I have my own website. I have the Diigo toolbar. Best practices for media literacy education, lots of different ones just to have a flavor. Doug Johnson Blue Skunk blog is one of my favorite library blogs, by the way. But you have different websites you can come back to for later to view. You don't have to remember what the site was. If you know you read something but you don't quite remember what it was, right here's where you find it under the Diigo toolbar. Now, bookmarks. Let's say I'm on a page and I really like this page. I can go ahead and bookmark this page and it'll save it into my library, which we were just looking at. And as you see, I've already saved this Boynton Elementary library page. And it has several different tags, which as a media specialist, you'll be familiar with. You can change these tags if you'd like, but it does give you suggestions of tags, and of course then you just save it. You can also save and send to other people so they can view the website as well. So I'm going to save that, and it's already saved to mine, but I'll save it again. Now on this page I can make highlights, and here's my highlighting tool. And as you'll see down here on this page, I've already done some highlights, and they'll stay there. Anytime I pull up this page, these highlights are here. So I could send this to a colleague to show them this is some things I'd like for you to look at on this web page. Very easy to use. Use the highlight drop-down tool. I can choose the colors I'd like, and I like to change colors up so that they'll see a variety and maybe notice something different instead of always using the same color. Highlighting tool, fabulous. And as you see over here, here's a highlight on highlights. The capture tool. This is just a capture this page as in a screenshot. So I can actually use this capture tool to capture this page and send it to other people so they can view, because it would be an important page to me. The comment tool. I love this comment. I can add a comment to the whole page, or I can add a floating sticky note. I love the floating sticky note. Click on it, show where you want it to be. I want it to be right here on my spotlights. I'm going to do a comment, floating sticky note. You have got to see this new article. And I want this to go to my group. I can keep it private so I can just see it. It can remind me of why I was on this page or what I saw, or I can share it with groups that I have developed. And all I have to do is post it, and it'll be there. Pretty fabulous. Then I can also send this page to people on my Diigo account. So I can email it or put it to my Diigo friends. I can do a blog. I can add it to my Twitter page, which I have used this extensively on my Twitter. And I just use my Twitter for school events, so it's usually media or technology. And so it's a fabulous tool when I find a great tool on the internet that I want to share. Message is another tool. I can start a conversation with other people who might be interested in the same things I'm interested in. So that's a fabulous tool as well. Let's say I want to read this later. Well, I can mark this as unread and as an unread bookmark, and this page will come back to me later. Now, let's say, you know how pages, sometimes you go back to them and they disappear and you're like, oh no, where was that page? It had really some good stuff I wanted to come back to. Well, if you have it here, it will save that page, so it doesn't matter how they change the URL, you can still get to it. So Diigo, just a short little start of how Diigo works. I have recommended this to many people, including my husband, for his personal use on his personal reading. As a student, it has been invaluable in my research that I've been doing, in different papers I've had to write, and projects I've needed for school. It helps me link to pages that I might have otherwise forgotten. Diigo, a fabulous tool to use on the internet.